Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And now, your defending Super Bowl champion, Pittsburgh Steelers.
On the Ravens sideline, look at their head coach. His side able to rattle off a pair of wins after dropping that season opener. On the other sideline, the head coach of the Steelers. His guys more than motivated for this contest. We're ready to take the field here at home. Welcome everybody tuning in. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt here as Jake Bates is going to get this started. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football.
Brooks has it knocked loose. And it looks like, yes, they say Steeler football. Well, this one's certainly off to an exciting start, partner. Hopefully this is the type of energy we're going to see the whole way today.
Defensive coaches, Kate, love to say, steal a possession, find a way to steal a possession. Well, they stole it on the very first play, and now put their offense in the driver's seat.
So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their third-year signal caller.
You really do love these moments as a quarterback, bouncing on that field, energized by what your defense just did. Giving you a...
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. First down. Here's Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jackson to throw it. Short pass brought in. This is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. First is man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Hits him on the in route.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Jackson now on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm. I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, it went right through.
Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He locates Adonai Mitchell. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down.
That's good for the Steelers. First down.
Dropping back to throw. He gets it again to Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here's the give on third and short. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. Offense is set. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Another carry for him. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
60 Bison. Check up.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up, that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers, who won up the opposing field goal, they start with 7 on their opening drive. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the second time. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. They've got a man in motion. Play fake, Jackson. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And he's going to be out of bounds after, looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Hey, report.
Lamar now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I love that. And I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
He puts some air under it deep down the left. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up fourth down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
Looking to return from the 29. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. Airing it out to start this drive. Dump off caught by his back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Number 22.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to get down safely. Picked up close to 6. Nice call on his part there, but it does leave them now with a third down.
Makes it third and 2.
Throwing now on third and 2. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. But that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
Baltimore running its offense out now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, a cookie. I'm hungry. Connects here with Jalen Noel. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Lamar off the play fake. Check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. They'll run here with Tajay Spears. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance on it. Upcoming third down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
His heave isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our first quarter. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 7-3 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. And on fourth down, they're about ready to punt. And he's brought down before the return gets far. First down now, ball at the 33. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Ravens going with a dime package now. Third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Pass play coming here. It's cut left side by Mitchell. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. And it's a pickup of 4 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But I believe a Steeler was first to that football. They make the recovery and keep possession. Still their football, but need to make some progress here. This is 2nd and long. They'll throw it. Setting up the screen. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
11 yards on the play. Brings up third down and 12.
Air it out on third. And he put everything he's got behind it. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. The Steelers set to punt it. And this punt works out. It's going to cross the 20, be touchdown. At the 16-yard line. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Connects on the crosser. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. It only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. And he won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Offense to the line for second down. Lamar back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this one does not go far.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches will really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He has it at the 13. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. They gain 11 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're going to try and throw it here. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. He rolls to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up third down.
Third and long for him here. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Drive starts with an option, right side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now. Focused on that next snap.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Short pass brought in. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Zone read, here's a give to Spears. And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read, and it winds up losing them 3 yards. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's two looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets snapped, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing here? And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Third down. Here's Spears. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. On fourth now, on comes Tyler Luke. Going to try this field goal for the Ravens. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Now throw to start the drive. Catch made over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. Second and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here we go.
Second and 6.
60
At the 36-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Pass play on first and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line.
That's another Steelers.
Going now on first down. He gets it again to Mitchell. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And he could have a free play here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. A throw here on first. He's got it near the 10. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. The Steelers calling their first time out. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. From the red zone now. Ball is caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. This is second and 6 coming up.
At the 6-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers grow their lead to 8.
Steelers 14, Ravens 6.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. This one set up for Lamar. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins in Houston. The Texans at home to take on the Cowboys in the battle for the Lone Star State. And this is Jalen Tolbert. This'll wind up a touchdown. The Cowboys get back to 500 at 2-2 with the road win. Meanwhile, let's check in on the Dolphins as they play host to the Arizona Cardinals. And it's Tua. He's looking for something downfield, but instead he decides, why don't I take it downfield myself? Which he does. The Dolphins, looking for their first win after 3 straight losses, they lead at the break. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And it's Josh Jacobs. He'll take it into the end zone, the 100th touchdown of his career. The Titans lead it by a touchdown at the half. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. This return starts at the 5. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Brings up second and 9.
Setting up to throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
A gain of 6 yards. It's fourth down.
Back to throw it. He finds it beyond the marker. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they're all the way. Across midfield before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
70 Lions.
Back to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. All set now. First and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. It's over the middle and taken in by Washington. And they take him down right along the 30. Offensive line. This is second and 4.
6 yards pickup. Brings up.
He's going to throw it again. Catch is made in close. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Here we go.
In the red zone on first. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers lead by 15 now.
Ravens 6.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. We see the Ravens making their way out now. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. They send a tight end in motion. All in left side. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
A loss of 6 yards. It's third down. Third and 14.
They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down. They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. Jackson now, third and long. And someone stepped in, it's intercepted. Into the house he goes, it's a pick 6 and a Pittsburgh touchdown. It's safe to say, Brock, this defense isn't just trying to defend a lead, they are trying to eliminate all doubts. And to that end, big play to take that interception back for 6.
I think it's very easy for fans to see when an offense goes dormant and conservative and plays it safe. But defenses fight the same challenge, Cade, and kudos to that defensive coordinator. Don't be reckless, but this defense has earned the right to be aggressive.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers grow the lead now to 22 points. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Starting from the 5. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And they're really going to have to rebuild any momentum from scratch here, Brock, coming off that pick six that just made the hole there in deeper. Jackson trying to get after the pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're ready to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down. From the gun, Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. And that one falls incomplete. So it would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up second down.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw. Cut out left. And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line of gain. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Drive coming straight ahead. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. To the line and sets. Here we go, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to the well again. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. So that brings them to 3rd down. Now air it out on 3rd. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off.
Where is he throwing and where's my receiver going?
And the Ravens.
Why is the defender going to the route my receiver not? Like, why is that happening?
Defenders got some offense in their back.
Why is the defender going to the route my receiver just fucking running straight?
And right there, he put it on display. He brought
I would
in
love
the
to know
pick and
that.
instantly became a runner.
Yeah. Where's he going?
The open field to add a little.
Where's he going? Where's he throwing? Where's he going?
Baltimore.
My pick ain't on me. Why do I have to throw a fucking interception every fucking game? And it's always some stupid ass shit. I'm always fucking completely confused on what's going on when the interception happens. I'm always like, what the fuck? I'm every time, almost besides me throwing throwing the ball bad, I'm always like I feel like I'm an old man driving on the fucking interstate. And it's so confusing. Like what's going on? He's running straight in the. Why is my quarterback throwing it almost 5 yards short? Right to where just throw it right to him. Didn't even try to throw it to my player. I was actually throwing it up and to the left toward the sidelines. That's where I turned the ball that way. I was manually throwing the ball that way. Why did he throw it right to the defender? This is what I'm talking about, man. It's fucking bullshit.
Go after that lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Lamar now from the gun. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
He had it for a moment, but a a play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. On 4th now, on comes Tyler Luke. Going to try this field goal for the Ravens. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Luke knocks it through, and it only does a little against the deficit, which drops to 19.
He's happy to bring him 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They strike for 23 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he has this down to the 34. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Connects on the crosser. Inside the 10. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here we go, set. Hawk, set,
They'll try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Steelers up a couple of scores and in control of the football. Still set up at the 9. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance. That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that's going to make the advantage 22.
Get another shot. Across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Has this at the 6. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. First down, here's Lamar. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Back to throw, here's Jackson. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down at the line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Jackson now on third. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but someone would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Running Spears on second down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was for Jalen Noel. And now they're staring at a 4th down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's trying to go deep again. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard gain on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's the handoff. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Cowboy 80.
Give now to the running back. And he gets this forward to the 19. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Ravens 17-yard line.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 2nd down.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll run here, following the penalty. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
They give it to him again. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
From the red zone now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 2 yards standing between this unit and 6. Here's 3rd and goal.
70 Timberwolves.
Here we go, right up the gut. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively, and they've made it 4th and goal.
A loss of 4 yards brings up 4th and goal.
Bates' kick is up and good. And their lead grows further to 25 points.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Not playing. This is Spears. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They're going to stay on the ground with Spears. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
4. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now for Spears. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
No gain on the play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
And 10 yards to go.
3rd and long for him here. Got his man. This is Noel. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
A gain of 2.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now it's Lamar. It is caught left side. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. 84 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Jackson looking to throw. Caught by his fullback behind the line. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down. Desperation time here. Dump off to his fullback. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Line up the design keeper. Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.